Don't you realize you're stumbling toward your end? You know as much as I do that the Black Mage's powers comes with a price. Hale has sold out her country, and Von Leon traded his soul. There's a price for you too. The more you absorb the power of others, the stronger you become. That much cannot be denied. But your body can only handle so much of this.
Are you worried about me? How touching. I think you should be more concerned about yourself if I were you. You're in no position to worry about anyone else in your current state.
Your plan is reckless. Do the other commanders know what you're up to?
Of course not. Do you think Arcarium would just stand by and watch? He seems compelled to meddle in everything I do.
Arcarium may have betrayed the Transcendent of Time he once served, but he never tried to absorb her power. That's because he knew his limitations as a mortal.
You're awfully annoying today. What is it you're trying to tell me?
It's not too late. There's still time to stop everything.
This isn't just my fight anymore.
Report! No changes on the front lines. We're still at a standoff.
Casualties?
We have lost many elite soldiers. Half of them fell at the hands of those so-called heroes. We're more worried about our supply lines. Time is short.
Don't worry. This war won't last long. I know that you are all waiting for my order to advance. You must be wondering why we've chosen to occupy this frozen rock. I promised you as we left Tynerum that we would escape the grip of the pure-blooded demons and create our very own world! We were born weak, but we will not die weak! Our time is almost here! I'll be leading an expedition myself this time. Be ready for battle when I return.
The events of Nihal Desert put an end to the fighting, at least for a while. The Alliance moved quickly to protect what they could. All of Maple World held its breath in the calm before the storm. Meanwhile, Dragon Master Ivan set out with the heroes to find the Stone of Transcendence. Their journey led them to a strange new land, far from Maple World.
Can you hear me? Our operation is about to begin. Are you ready? Alrighty then. Remember, this isn't the Maple World. Things that are normal back home may not be here. We need to do our best not to stand out.
I don't think that'll be possible.
Excuse me?
I'm much too handsome to go unnoticed. How could I possibly go undercover?
Phantom, this isn't the time to fool around. The Eye of Abraxas is definitely fixated on something inside that building.
Shh, don't worry. This type of work is my specialty.
Our plan is simple. You still remember, right? Draw as little attention as possible, locate the Transcendent Stone, and if possible, steal it.
Ha, if possible. I've never failed to steal anything I've set my sights on.
Really?
Well, there was this one thing, but I'll wait to tell you that story until you're older.
Anyways, remember that the Transcendent Stone may not be here. Abraxas can tell we're in the right general area, but the eye isn't very precise.
Nothing's certain? Is that what you're saying?
Worst case, the stone might not actually be in the building, but buried deep underneath.
Well, let's hope that weird stone is somewhere inside this building. I'm not dressed for an excavation. A party, huh? I almost feel at home.
Luminous and Mercedes should be in place by now. Keep your eyes and ears open.
All right then, let's get this party started. I should see what I can find out from the other guests.
You look absolutely ravishing in that dress, milady.
Thanks.
I really mean it. And those exotic ears, they're like something out of a fairy tale.
I forgot to hide my ears.
Why would you ever want to hide such beauty from the world?
Please excuse me. I've actually got to be going now.
Excuse you? I can't do that. I've just met the girl of my dreams. I can't just let her walk away like this.
Sorry, but the lady's with me.
Who do you think you are? This lovely young woman and I are having a private conversation.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
How am I supposed to compete with looks like that? This world is so unfair.
Thanks, Phantom. You're a lifesaver.
You were going to hurt him, weren't you?
He was a few seconds away from a face full of arrows. Anyway, did you learn anything useful?
I learned something extremely important.
Tell me.
That the proper dress really makes a woman stand out.
Phantom, is this really the time to be joking around?
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could please have your attention, the presentation is about to begin. It's a true privilege to be addressing the city's super elite. Without your deep pockets, this museum would never have been possible. I hope all of your invitations arrived in a timely manner. You did get your invitations. I'm the only one who invited himself, right? But all joking aside, it's time for a truly earth-shattering presentation. Too soon? Let's, have a warm welcome for the chief researcher behind the hottest spot in the city, figuratively speaking. This cosmic museum. Give it up for Dr. Lim!
That's Dr. Lim?
He doesn't look like anything special to me.
Please excuse me. Large crowds make me nervous and I might stutter a bit. Just a few years ago, when I proposed the notion that other worlds existed in dimensions parallel to our own, people wrote me off as crazy. But look at us now. Just a few years later, my theory of the multiverse is being taught at universities around the world. This is no doubt thanks to the public being confronted head-on with evidence. I'm talking, of course, about the notorious sinkhole incident. Please, forgive me. I said so much at once. I'm having difficulty catching my breath.
Doctor, please, calm down. Oh, what a funny fellow.
But anyway, while everyone else was looking at the incident as being part of a serious problem, I was looking at it from a different angle. What if, and just bear with me on this one, what if both worlds were originally just one? Perhaps in times beyond memory, they were split by some great being. Maybe the worlds that were divided are just trying to be put back together.
Wait, is he talking about...
It does bring to mind the legends of Abraxas.
So under the sponsorship of Director O, I was able to travel around the world researching mysterious objects and happenings, and searched for evidence supporting my theory. In my travels, I found many interesting artifacts. Mere trinkets. They were nothing compared to what I found next. A mysterious object, the question of all questions. But please, feast your eyes upon this, my greatest finding. I call it Infinitarium Ore. We have poked and prodded, run every test. As you approach this strange object, all radio waves and magnetic fields begin to distort. Not only that, but its mass also changes each time we measure it. In other words, the very laws of physics do not apply to this object or its immediate vicinity. The very existence of this object raises untold possibilities. Was our world once part of something greater? What if the laws of physics are not absolute? I've spent my whole life as an astrophysicist, and this miraculous object continues to baffle me.
Doctor, is there a conclusion to your presentation?
I'm sorry, I got a bit too excited. I've given this object the scientific name of Infinitasium. Right here, right now. I'm putting it on display to the public for the very first time. This object that may in fact hold the secrets of the beginnings of our world will be in display for a limited time at this cosmic museum. For the first time in history.
What do you think?
That rock must be the Transcendence Stone. I can feel it. An object hidden in a different dimension. How do we retrieve it?
Why don't we just rush in and take it?
That would be the simplest option, but it seems a little foolhardy. If we come crashing in without knowing the precise location of the object, we will likely face resistance.
Luminous is right. The important thing is that right now we have Abraxas, which means we're the only ones who know where the object is. But if we were to fail to obtain it in our first attempt,
then we'd basically be giving away our plans to the enemy.
Precisely. The incident in the Nihal Desert proves that the enemy has a formidable intelligence network.
you said that Grendel the Really Old has some sort of relationship with the people in that other world. Do you think we could try negotiating?
We have nothing to offer them that could possibly be as valuable as the stone. I'm afraid negotiating would be pointless.
So, We can't take it by force, and we can't negotiate with them. Then, there's really only one option. It's time for a good old-fashioned heist.
According to the information from the Magicians Associations who have the dealings with the other world, we need 2 access cards to enter the secured area, where the stone is probably being held.
I'd wager that Dr. Lim and the museum director each have one. It doesn't matter what world you go to. People all secure their treasure the same way. Mercedes, are you ready?
Ready? For what?
To use your charms? I didn't get that pretty dress for you just so you could have fun at the party.
What? I didn't agree to this.
Hey, Evan? Didn't you tell her during your briefing?
I'm sorry, Mercedes. I didn't tell you because I knew you'd say no.
Why, you little...
Mercedes, you're not planning on ruining our entire operation, are you?
Fine, I'll do it. But the 2 of you are going to have a conversation with my bows when we get back to the Abraxas. Doctor, that was a splendid presentation.
Whoa, who are you? I don't believe we've had the pleasure of being introduced.
Is who I am so important? What matters is our shared passion for science.
Wait, is that really Mercedes? Since when was she so good at acting?
But is it an act? We each possess 1,000 masks, and we wear them as it suits us. Just because one hasn't been shared with you, doesn't mean it's never been worn.
Anyways, while Mercedes has his attention, you can disguise yourself as Dr. Lim.
Dress up as Lim and nab Director O's keycard. Got it. I just hope I have something that mopey in my disguise kit. Oh, I've got to get out of this disguise before anyone sees me.
Hey there, handsome.
Oops.
Oh, I could have sworn he was just there. Did he go this way? Wait for me, cutie.
Such persistence.